Let's get straight into it. Let's get right to it. Reverse vowels of a string. The ratio is kind of weird there. Hey, we'll do it just for kicks. Given a string S, reverse only the vowels in the string and return it. Vowels A, E, I, O, U. They can appear in both lower and upper cases more than once. Okay. So hello. So you'd swap. Well, you're reversing, not swapping. Well, anyway, let's talk about it. Okay. So if your input is hello, if I understand, it's probably get hole, hoye. You swap the E, okay, and then leet code. You swap the E's. Well, it's reverse. So you take them out. So that's E, E, O, E, and reverse it to E, O, E, E. So leet. It's E, O, E, D, E. Is that right? E, O, E. Yeah, okay. It's a real reversal. It's not just like a. Maybe the trick is something in there, but it's a. Let me get my timer out. It is a real reversal. Right. It's a real string. It's a real reversal of the string. Okay. I don't reverse a lot of strings in Python. So how would you approach this in English? Well, let's see. It's a true reversal. It's it's taking the vowels. So what I have on the board here is I took the vowels out of leet code, so I have E, E, O, and E, and I just flipped it to be E, O, E, E, and it's exactly what they have here. So that's some insight into what can happen. So also it's both uppercase and lowercase, and more than once. Okay. So I think I understand the problem. I don't have any clarifications. I mean, what aren't I considering as input? I mean, it's a string with varying characters, all English letters. Yeah. Okay. And then varying length too, so probably not recursion. Recursion's never been my first solution. It was like 2 videos ago, but this time around I'm not sure. Huh. How'd you start? I don't. In string manipulation in terms of reversals, I don't know how to do reversals. Reversal in Python is like a -1. I know how to do that much. I know you can step backwards and just get it that way. But to do it via code, I don't think I've ever actually solved that problem by myself. So this will be a feat if I figure this out. When I figure this out. Anyway. So the vowels exist as E, E, O, E. And they need to exist as E, O, E, E. So how do we do that, right? Let's try and step through forward. We need to reverse. Okay. So I just thought a 2-pointer. For some reason, it came to my head quietly. So let's say we have a pointer at the first vowel. Well, I should say first vowel, but we should say like first letter, right? So we have possible vowels, right? We have A, E, I, O, U. And then we need to walk through the string and reverse as many vowels as possible, as many vowels as we need to reverse. So the pointer points to L, and another one points to E. Okay? This is not an eligible swap because L is not a vowel. Cool. So we're gonna increment our first pointer. Why? Because pointer 1 and pointer, the string, the characters at pointer 1 and pointer 2 are not, one of them's not a vowel. One's not a vowel. So we move it forward. We then find out that EE, so one if statement or one branching model is if, I'll just say 1 is vowel and 2 is vowel, right? So since 1 is not vowel, if 1 not vowel, then increment pointer 1, right? If 2 not vowel, decrement pointer 2. I'm kind of jumping ahead here, but then pointer 2 plus 1. And then if both are not vowels, so there's three cases, right? We take a look at them, we say, okay, so our top case is that if, as we're iterating over the string, if both are vowels, it's eligible for a swap. If one is not a vowel, we have to move our pointers appropriately. Simple, right? Let me write that down. That's a lot simpler than 3 if statements here. Okay, so if both are vowels, swap. Otherwise, move your pointers until we get to eligible swap. Okay, we'll do this as long as pointer 1 is less than pointer 2. Right, well, pointer 1 less than pointer 2. Cool. So we're looping through. Pointer 1 points to 0. Pointer 2 points to the end of the list. So that's whatever that is. I'll say length of what? Whoa. Length of s minus 1, which is really index what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Index 7. So 0 and 7. Cool. L is not a vowel, so pointer 1 becomes 1. So now we're looking at 1 and 7. We have 2 vowels. Cool. So we do a swap. Now they're the same, so we don't really have to swap them. Right? But if we did the swap, let's say they weren't the same. Well, okay, so let's just say we swapped it, right? It's the same. Now we're pointing to O, which is index 2. And because we swapped the 2, we're now pointing to index 6 with pointer 2. That's not a vowel, so we decrement index 6 to 5. That's an O. Now what is that code? It's an E. So then we have E and O at index 2 and 5. It's 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, so index 2 and 5, we have E and we have O. This will be a visible swap. So how do you swap? We get a temp variable. We place one of them, right? We place one of our things in the temp. Temp gets, we'll say S of 2. Then we'll say, S of 2 gets S at what, 5? And S at 5 gets temp. Okay, so temp stores the E, so we capture the E, then replace the E with an O, and then replace the O with an E. That's the swap right there. We move our pointers proportionally, so now we go from 3 and now 4, which now points to T and C. At that point, nothing happens. End of the line. So that that seems to be okay, right? That seems to be okay with a two-pointer approach. So there could be uppercase letters too. So there could be A, E, I, O, U. There could also be capital A, E, I, O, and U. Those are all valid vowels. Okay, well, solution in 10 minutes. Let's see if it actually works. So PTR1 and PTR2 get 0 and length of S minus 1. We say, well, we're going to get vowels as an array of vowels, which is A, E, I, O, and U. Same thing as A, uppercase, E, I, O, and U. Okay, those are all our possible vowels. So while pointer 1 less than pointer 2, we can say like, so we're gonna say if there are two vowels, swap. If not, the non-vowel index gets incremented or decremented based on what we're doing here. So I have my email open. Not important to check it right now, but okay, close that. Okay. So I said, what did I say? If both the vowels swap. So if S at PTR1 in vowels and S at PTR2 in vowels, then we're going to do swap. Okay. I'll do a okay. Else one of them is not. Well, we have, I mean, it's very simple cases, right? So else if so they're both not in it, which means that if they're both not vowels, we'll have to do both. If S of PTR S of PTR1 in, yeah, that's fine. So if pointer 1 is in vowels, then we're gonna decrement pointer 2 because they're both not in vowels. Else that means that this means that pointer 1 and pointer 2 are not vowels. Sorry. I mean, yeah, sure, okay. So we're not looking at two vowels here. If 1 is a vowel, that means 2 is not a vowel. Else 1 and 2 are not vowels, 2 is not a vowel. That means the third case is the else, saying that both are not vowels. But there's also I mean, we could just check for it later. We check for it now and then just touch it later. S at TTR2 in right? Does that make sense? But they could both not be in vowels. Is that right? I'm trying to think here. Right? I mean, what are our cases, right? We've got either if they're both vowels, do the swap. We could call it explicitly. We say if. I'm trying to do it clean. I would I write some code here that'll be like, if s of pointer 1 in vowels and pointer 2 not in vowels, that means pointer 2 is whatever. All right, let's just write that. Better to be explicit and incorrect than to be sneaky and wrong, right? The else case is now neither was in vowels. So PTR1 gets incremented, pointer 1, I should say, and pointer 2 gets decremented. Okay. So let's look at our, and we're gonna eventually return out, s. The swap looks something like this. Temp variable. It stores s at pointer 2, s at pointer 2 gets s at pointer 1, s at pointer 1 gets temp. Set item not defined on type string. Oh, can I not? Wait. I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah, strings are immutable, right? Oh, shit. Strings are immutable. I didn't know that. Or I guess I didn't care. I'm cheating. There's a replace function. Oh. Damn. We can limit the count, right? Ah, does that work? Replace what? The first E? That's, I mean, that smells tricky already. That smells tricky. If we have multiple EO swaps. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Be an S. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. Do a join, slice. What? So join. So we turn S into a list. Oh. Does that work? mean, S list is not like that crazy. That's not, I don't think that's gonna work out real well. Well, it compiles just good, but it compiling doesn't mean much. Return. What? Return string of S list. I mean, that's whatever. Oh. I'm hilarious, aren't I? Oh. You're insane. My God.